So just what is a disciple anyway? You know, if I was to ask most people what a disciple is, I wouldn't get a real clear definition. Someone would say, oh, they're the people who follow Jesus. Other people would say, well, a disciple is somebody who learns to imitate their life after somebody else. Those things are right. Let's be honest. That's a good starting point. But Jesus asks us to go and make disciples of all nations. Now, if we don't know what a disciple is, how can we first of all be one? And second of all, how can we make one? One of my favorite characters in the Bible is Peter. Him and his brother Andrew were in a fishing boat one time, and they're fishing away because that was their livelihood. Jesus comes along the shore and says, hey, get out of your boat, come follow me, and I'm going to make you fishers of men. I tell you what, like usual, I want to talk about fishing. I'm going to load the family up. Let's go fishing together. Good job.
Yeah. Come on, Sus, watch this.
Coming up?
Oh,
hey, we got him, Si! Yeah!
Yes!
Fishing has to be one of my favorite things to do, whether it be on the ice or in the summer. But maybe that's part of the problem to understanding this whole fishers of men thing. You see, for Peter and Andrew, it wasn't just a hobby. It wasn't something that they just enjoyed to do, and so they went out, and it wasn't like Jesus came along and just says, hey, you want to go fishing? This was a complete lifestyle change. It was drop everything and follow Jesus. It meant giving up the way that they used to live, the life that they knew, the thing that they were good at, the thing that they depended on for money, and gave up everything to follow Jesus. It's an incredible thing when you think about it, isn't it? As fishermen, Peter and Andrew had likely spent most of their life just figuring out how to catch fish. So when Jesus comes along and says, hey, I'm going to make you into fishers of men, he's also saying that he's going to teach them how to go about life differently, where they spend their time, what their priorities ought to be, and just how they think in general. You know, the reality is that we can fish if we want. I could stand on the shore over there and fish on the shore. I'm not going to catch anything. I could fish in the trees. I could fish in my backyard, but I'm not going to catch anything. And it's stupid to think about. I got a whopper! But Jesus' last statement when he says that you're going to be fishers of men isn't some weird statement about, you know, hey, we need to figure out some way of luring these people in so that we can catch them or snag them some way and trick them. That's not what Jesus is getting at. What he's saying is your whole purpose and focus and mission in life is different. Now I want you to think about people. And so the reality is they were going to learn what it was to be a fisher of men by just being with Jesus. Jesus was with people all the time. He was surrounded by people. People followed him. People looked to him for advice and guidance. He was in the market, in people's homes. He was at the temple. He was in different places, but his mission and his whole goal in life was people. So if we want to be disciples, we have first of all to learn to follow Jesus. Second of all, we have to be committed to being transformed by Jesus. And last of all, we have to be committed to the mission of Jesus, and that's always people. So for the next 3 weeks, here's what I'm hoping to do. 3 short videos to sum up what the definition of a disciple is. What does it mean to follow Christ? What does it mean to be transformed by Christ? And what does it mean to be committed to the mission of Christ? How do we grow in these things? And then what do I need to do to foster growth in other people in each one of these areas too? So keep your eyes peeled for the next number of videos that are going to come out midweek on this subject, on discipleship, and maybe some key things that we can be working on in this time when we got time by ourselves.